Hello everyone, my name is Anushri, 4th year BE in Information Science and Engineering student at Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering, Bengaluru. Today's topic of my presentation will be tanning industry from the subject Environmental Protection and Management 21 CV 753. So first of all, tanning industry and its applications of environmental management system. Welcome. Today we'll dive into the fascinating world of tanning industry and explore how environmental management systems are transforming it. So, what is the tanning industry? First of all, its historical significance. Tanning is the art of preserving the animal hides, has a rich history spanning millennia. It is crucial for creating the durable leather, a versatile material used in countless products. Nowadays, we use leather in bags, sweaters, coats, or even our clothes. Global reach. The tanning industry operates globally with a specific significant production in countries like India, China, Brazil, and Italy. This global network caters into the world's demand for the leather goods. Diverse applications. Leather finds the use in a wide range of industries such as fashion, furniture, and also automotive and even the aerospace. This versatility makes leather a vital material for various sectors. Environmental challenges in the tanning process. First, we have the wastewater generation. That is, the wastewater generation from the tanning industry is one of the environmental challenges in the tanning process. The tanning process involves using the chemicals that can pollute the water sources if not managed properly. This may pose the risk to the environment, ecosystem, and the human health. Air emissions. Some processes like drying can release the volatile organic compounds into the air, contributing to the air pollution and impacting the human health. Resource consumption. Tanning uses the significant amount of water and the strain on the natural resources and leading to the carbon emission. Importance of sustainability in the tanning industry. Ethical responsibility as an individual or as an human being or even the industry has a responsibility to minimize its environmental footprint and protect the well-being of the communities and ecosystems. We as the humans, individuals, citizens of India, we have this responsibility to minimize the environmental footprint that is being caused by us and also protect the well-being of the communities for the future generation, and the ecosystems need to be protected. Consumer demand. Consumers are increasingly conscious of sustainability and prefer the brands that prioritize the ethical and environmentally responsible practices. These days, we see the green mark on every product that we consume. That is, the consumers, that is, we as a citizens or individuals or human beings, we are increasingly being conscious about this sustainability. And whenever we hear the word sustainability, we prefer those brands that prioritize the sustainability and ethical environmental practices, which are responsible practices. So, long term viability. Adopting the sustainable practices ensures the industry's long term viability and also protecting the resources for the future generations and fostering the responsive growth. Environmental management system. So, introduction to environmental management systems. That is, first one is planning. Defining the environmental policies, identifying the environmental aspects, and setting the objectives and targets. So, whenever we have to go outside or we have to travel, we need to plan our travel. as we can reduce the carbon footprint through the carbon emissions, so CFCs released by the vehicles that we use, and we need to prioritize the public transport rather than the private one. So then implementation, putting the plan into the action. Like I already said that you may prioritize the public transport rather than your own vehicle. So that is one kind of an implementation that you're putting into the plan into the action. So then establishing the responsibility, providing the training and managing the resources. So the third one goes with monitoring and management and measurement, that is tracking progress, collecting the data and measuring the performance against the objectives. It's not that we have started our sustainable growth today and then we have to forget it tomorrow. No, it's about tracking the progress and the process that we are working in, and then collecting the data regarding where we stand so far, where have we come so far, and then measuring the performance against the objectives. Then review and improvement. Periodically, whenever we are into the sustainable growth, we need to identify our we need to review our practices, and then we identify what are the bottlenecks, and when we ensure that those bottlenecks are cleared, and then we move forward again with a new kind of improvement in ourselves. So that is review and implementation of what you're planning, the action, the implementation, and the measurement and monitoring, and then comes the review and improvement. Then we have the benefits of implementing the EMS in tanning operations. First one is reduced environmental impact, that is EMS helps in minimizing the waste, conserve the water and energy, and control the emissions, leading to the smaller environmental footprint. Then we have the improved resource efficiency. By optimizing the processes and managing the resources effectively, EMS can lead to the cost savings and increase the productivity. Enhanced brand reputation. As I already said, that people nowadays, human beings, we adopt to the sustainable practices. We prefer the brands that are labeled as ethical, adaptable, and even we have the adopting to the sustainable practices enhances the industry's reputation, attracting the eco-conscious consumers and investors. Regulatory compliance. Regulatory compliance comes under EMS helps the tanneries comply with the environmental regulations, reducing the risk of fines and legal issues. So these are the benefits of implementing EMS in tanning operations. The first one is reducing the environmental impact, as we can conserve the energy, water, and we can minimize the waste. Second is the improved resource efficiency. We can improve our resource, optimize the processes and managing the resources effectively. And then we have the enhanced brand reputation, attracting the eco-conscious consumers and investors. And then we have the regulatory compliance, that helps with reducing the risks of fines and legal issues. Key components of effective EMS. First one is environmental policy, a clear statement of the organization's commitment to the environmental protection and sustainable practices. Second one is environmental aspects, that is identifying the activities, products, and services that can have the significant impact on the environment. Third is environmental objectives and targets, that is setting specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals to improve the environmental performance. Then we have the training and communication, that is educating the employees about the EMS, their roles and responsibilities to ensure effective implementation. Then we have the record keeping and documentation, that is maintaining the accurate records of the environmental performance, including the data, reports, and the audits. Sixth is the continuous improvement, that is already I have said that regularly reviewing and updating the EMS to ensure it is effective and clearing the bottlenecks, identifying the areas for improvement, and enhancing the environmental performance. Then we have the strategies for successful EMS implementation. First one is top management commitment, that is strong support from the leadership is crucial for allocating the resources and fostering a culture of environmental responsibility. Then we have the employee involvement, engaging the employees in the process, tracking them, training them, and empowering them to contribute to the environmental improvement. Then we have the stakeholder engagement, that is collaborating with the suppliers, consumers, and local communities to address the environmental concerns and promote the sustainable practices. Next, we have the continuous improvement, that is regularly monitoring, evaluating, and improving the ongoing effectiveness and achieve the environmental management system. Overcoming the barriers and challenges. The first one is funding. Securing the sufficient funding for implementing the EMS, including the training, technology, and infrastructure upgrades. We need to think about the cost, and then we have the expertise, that is acquiring the necessary expertise and knowledge to develop the implement and maintain effective EMS. Then we have the resistance, that is overcoming a resistance from the employees or the stakeholders who may be hesitant to the embrace the change or unfamiliar with the new practices. So the last one is communication, that is ensuring the clear communication and transparency throughout the implementation process to address the concerns and build support. So that's all for this video. Thank you.